People don't decide your worth, you do. As Napoleon Hill once said in Think and Grow Rich, the man who does more than he is paid for will soon be paid for more than he does. But here's the question. How do we make sure that our effort is seen, our value is recognized, and we don't let others replace us? Why do some people get noticed while others, equally hardworking, fade into the background? Stay with me till the end of this story. Not only will you learn the true power of knowing your worth, but you'll also pick up a few powerful words to elevate your English and your mindset. There was once a young worker named Aaron. He worked in a small factory, guided by an elderly craftsman who had spent his entire life mastering his art. The old man would often say, "Aaron, speak less, focus more. Become so skilled that no one can ever replace you." Those words sank deep into Aaron's heart. Years passed. When the old craftsman retired, Aaron took his place. He worked tirelessly, silent, disciplined, precise. His hands moved like poetry, his mind sharp, his dedication unshakable. Yet deep inside, he began to feel uneasy.
One afternoon, he visited his old mentor. The wise man noticed Aaron's troubled face and asked gently, "What's bothering you, my son?" Aaron sighed and said, "Master, I've done everything you taught me. I've worked hard, I've stayed humble, I've become the best in the factory. But those who barely know half of what I do are being promoted. My salary hasn't changed. My value feels invisible." The old craftsman smiled softly and asked, "Do you truly believe you're indispensable to that factory?" Aaron nodded confidently. "Yes, no one can replace me." The old man leaned closer and said, "Then prove it. Take a day off tomorrow. Let them see what happens when you're not there." Though confused, Aaron agreed. The next morning, the factory struggled. Machines jammed, tasks piled up, supervisors panicked. When Aaron returned, the manager praised his skill and gave him a promotion. Aaron was delighted. His mentor was right. Soon, whenever he felt undervalued, he repeated the trick. He'd take a day off. Every time, he returned to find appreciation waiting for him. Until one day, everything changed. He arrived at the factory gate as usual, only to be stopped by a guard. "I'm sorry, Aaron," the guard said. "Your position has been filled. The management has hired someone else." Aaron stood there, startled, confused, and heartbroken. He walked straight to his mentor, his voice trembling. "Why, master, I followed your every word. I showed them my worth." The old craftsman listened patiently, then replied with quiet wisdom, "You learned only half of the lesson, my boy." "Half?" Aaron asked, bewildered. "Yes," said the elder. "You understood that a lamp that always burns is often taken for granted. People notice its value only when it goes out. But you forgot the second part." He paused, looking deeply into Aaron's eyes. "If a lamp keeps going out again and again, people will replace it with a better one, because no one relies on a light that flickers too often." Those words struck Aaron like thunder. He finally understood. The old man continued, "True value isn't about being missed when you're gone. It's about being trusted while you're there. Balance your presence and your absence. Be valuable, but also dependable." Aaron bowed his head. The epiphany, that moment of sudden realization, changed his perspective forever. He learned that worth is not a game of attention, it's a reflection of consistency. From that day on, Aaron rebuilt his career, this time not through absence, but through balanced excellence. He worked wisely, communicated effectively, and added value where it was needed most. Soon, his name became synonymous with reliability and mastery. And you, listening to this story, might be facing the same challenge. Maybe you feel unseen, undervalued, or easily replaced. But remember, value is not shouted, it's demonstrated. Work with vibrant passion, but never forget to maintain your balance. Let your presence speak through results, not noise. In relationships, at work, or in life, the same rule applies. If you're always available, people might forget your worth. But if you withdraw too much, they'll move on. The secret lies in balance, the harmony between giving and guarding, between shining and resting. As the great Steve Jobs once said, your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. Great work doesn't beg for validation, it earns it naturally. So, the next time you feel invisible, ask yourself, am I working just hard, or am I working wisely? Do people rely on me because I'm consistent, or do they notice me only when I disappear? Here's today's moral. To be respected, you must first respect your own value. To be irreplaceable, you must stay reliable. Know your worth, and balance it with wisdom. If this story touched you, take a moment to reflect. When was the last time you undervalued yourself? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found value here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Wordy Tales, and share it with someone who needs a reminder of their worth. Because in the end, knowing your worth is not arrogance, it's awareness. And awareness is the beginning of all success.